Hello, I'm here on Church Street on this very busy, windy Sunday afternoon. There's a lot going on. Cultural change again is all around, as it is each time I venture into the city centre. I see my city being changed. Too many new arrivals are being dispersed in our glorious city that have different ways, beliefs, values, standards that are not compatible with our Scouse ways and value standards. So the more new arrivals that pour into our glorious city, the more it's culturally changed, the more it becomes unfamiliar, unfriendly and un-Scouse. It starts changing, like we see what's happening in Kensington and Fairfield, the top of Smithdown Road and many other parts of Liverpool. That's undergoing cultural change. We see what is happening, right? Young people of today need to take on board what Joe Owens is saying, because it's your future, it's you that's going to inherit this, right? You're going to inherit the mess these politicians have made for you and for all of us, right? So it's imperative you take on board what Joe Owens is saying. And if you're over 18 and you want to vote, you want to express your opinions regarding cultural change of our glorious city, then this is the time to do it. Joe Owens will be standing in the constituency of Wavertree. I'll be contesting. That's the sitting MP is Paula Barker. She's a cultural changer. She believes in the cultural transformation of our glorious city. Cultural change is all around. It's happening faster and faster by the day. It doesn't look as if it's going to stop unless we stop it, right? We will lose our unique Scouse character, traditions and cultural identity. It's not something Joe Owens is making up, right? We've seen what's happened to London, Birmingham, Leicester, many other towns and cities across the country. They took their eye off the ball. They didn't have a Joe Owens in the corner, and the rest is history. We can't allow this to happen to our glorious city. We just can't. Like I say, you young people, it's imperative you take on board what Joe Owens is saying, because it's your future here that's at stake. You're the ones who are going to inherit this, right? It's not right. It's not right at all. But these politicians, they're not looking long term. They're just thinking about their careers. They're going to see the careers out, kick the ball that far ahead. By the time they catch up with it, they're out of office and it's someone else's problem. That seems to be how it works, ladies and gentlemen, right? So it's in all your interests, young people here in Liverpool and right across the country, right? You're able to vote, do so in the forthcoming general election, right? This is the only way we're going to send a message to this government, that we say no to cultural change, yes to Scouse pride, shout it out loud, Scouse and proud, because if we don't, we're going to lose our glorious city. It's going to slip through our fingers, it's going to be gone. And like I've said, once it's changed, there's no changing it back. Once our unique Scouse character, traditions, cultural identity have been changed, there is no changing it back. It's gone. That is it. Like we see in London, no more Cockney sparrows fly over London, and we know why. We don't want the same happening to our glorious city, right? So young people need to take on board what Joe Owens says in these videos, because it's you and your children that are going to inherit this mess or nightmare by the time it reaches you. By the time it's of such proportion in this city, it won't be a problem, it'll be a nightmare, right? Because you'll be replaced, you'll be changed by people who have different ways, beliefs, values, standards, and they'll have no respect for our Scouse ways, values, standards. They'll replace them with theirs. That's how it works. That's how it's always worked. These politicians know it, but they're just turning a blind eye to it, right? You just have to follow history, right? Just look at history. It's not Joe Owens making this up. Just look at history. So it's in all your interests, young people here in Liverpool and across the country, to seriously think who you're going to vote for in the general election. Here in Liverpool, in the constituency of Wavertree, I'd like you to vote for Joe Owens. If there's any other candidates standing across the city who believe are credible, reliable and opposed to further cultural change of our glorious city, then give them your vote. Remember, young people here, you the young people here in Liverpool, you're going to inherit this nightmare. Your children, right, will inherit it, right? Our Scouse ways, beliefs, values, standards, cultural identity, the whole package will be replaced, right, by different, unfamiliar, unfriendly ones, right, that will have no respect for our Scousers. They'll replace it with theirs. That's how it works. That's what happens, ladies and gentlemen. Like I've said, just study history, right? Just study history and you will see this is what happens when a new culture dominates another one. It replaces it, and that's what's happening here in our city. It's not Joe Owens making this up. You can see it. It's real and present. We have to oppose it, and we oppose it at the ballot box. The forthcoming general election, we must stand united as Scousers in a united Scouse front and say no to cultural change, yes to Scouse pride. Shout it out loud, Scouse and proud. Because if we don't, ladies and gentlemen, this is what's on the way. Okay, thank you.